So hey guys, I'm hoping you're well. It's Naomi Elliott speaking here from the True Self Project. A bit unorthodox for me to be behind the scenes and just doing a bit of an audio, but there's a bit of changes that's taking place to my platform at the moment, which I'm just letting you guys know what is going to be taking place. And I've had to take some of my content offline, which I've been warning for the last few months. I did say I was going to create a Patreon, and it's now been created with content already on it, and a few other Patreons already joined already. And I really want to thank you guys. In fact, let me go and look for the Patreons right now, and there's a few that I really want to be able to shout out in particular, and that's Joycelyn, that's Brooke, Sheila, Finding Beauty, Will, Alison, Crystal, and Larissa. I really want to thank all of you guys for your support and um, your constant support, because some of you guys actually really support me hard on all my platforms. And I know I've had to kind of be active more on Facebook because it's allowed me just to kind of take my face off camera for a little bit, um, which is something I needed to do. As there's just been a lot of stuff that's going on, and I'm just trying to protect my energy at the moment and maintain the sacredness of my energy in this time, whilst there's a lot of attacks and a lot of bullshit just going on right now. Um, so I'm letting you guys that I am on Patreon right now. It's called the Inner Realms Academy, and we're gonna go into. In fact, we have already started to go through so much. It's not your ordinary platform. This is where we actually dive hella deep. We don't do surface around here, and if you've been following me for a while, um, even what I've shared with you, I would call it quite surface. It's just that I can't reveal a lot more on a public platform. But I am actually going a lot deeper into some of the experiences that I've experienced with regards to mental health, and the experience that happened with me with the mental health system, and how that relates to what's actually taking place right now in a lot of the attacks that people are experiencing right now. Um, and it's hell of intense. It's hell of intense, and I can't even begin to um, imagine what it would be like for someone who's not as spiritually adept as a lot of other people. It's crazy. So we're going to be going for everything that we deal with in the Realms Academy always focuses on the mind and the inner self. We focus on self evolution, because without understanding yourself and how you can evolve and how you have devolved in past lifetimes, then you can't really understand how to go forward. And so we delve into a lot of concepts in regards to psychology. We delve into the hidden realms of self, actually breaking down what it actually is, where the components are, where is your spirit, where is your soul, where is God within self. Where is God outside? What is the concept of an extraterrestrial, and really demystifying some of these agendas that are playing out right now with regards to extraterrestrials, aliens, and why it's so dangerous to allow yourself to be alienated. Hear that now? Alienated within this time. Um, Allowing your thoughts to just run rampant, because this is where a lot of people are just getting hijacked out of the blue. And it's incredibly important that we're just keeping our heads on our head right now, and really mindful of everything that is taking place within our own minds, because it's crazy. It's intense. So we're really focusing on the Da Vinci Code and really learning how to crack the Da Vinci Code within self. And to really understand the outside, you have to understand the inside. And to understand, or to understand the world inside, you have to understand the mirror. And we're going deeper beyond the shadow, because a lot of people are now starting to become aware of the shadow, but what is beyond the shadow? And this is where we're going into the not self. We're getting into the mirror. What is the parallel dimension and the parallel dimensions within us? Be going deeper into stuff like astrology and astropsychology as well, understanding how it connects to our own psychology. We'll be going into a lot of fundamental spiritual principles that has been missed in some of the teachings within the conscious community, which is necessary to embed right now. Because whilst people are being uh, troubled by demons and entities, now do you know how to cast it out? Do you know how to manage yourself? Do you know how to, not allow this stuff to happen again? Like, these are things that are not being taught. It's beyond just lighting a candle, and it's beyond just going and putting some sage. Listen, these entities will laugh at you when it comes to sage and Palo Santo, because they exist within the mind, not in the space around you. So it's incredibly important to understand that. We'll be talking about the true meaning of sovereignty and how we can become sovereign within ourselves and our thoughts. We'll be talking about learning how to embody your own sacred path, because your own sacred path looks different to a lot of other people. It's not all the same. We'll be going into metaphysics and the priesthood, right? The order of the priesthood and their priesthood wisdom. Really looking into the depth of the true meaning of the middle path, which was Christianity, and looking deeper into the metaphysical concepts and the mysteries that were hidden within the Bible and within Christianity, that is really displayed in everything you see around you, right? It's just about how you read it. We'll be talking about trauma transmutation, how to learn how to transmute trauma, really learning how to heal yourself from a holistic level, mind, body, and spirit. We'll be going into alchemy, how to create from this new space of being. We'll be talking about the interconnectedness of the universe and I myself, but also my I, and how that links to the soul and the collective consciousness. We'll be talking about shamanism and soul loss, recovery, restoration. We'll be talking about divine feminine and divine masculine concepts. We'll be talking about karmic storylines and what storylines we need to break that is playing out within society right now. We'll be going into so much things. I can't even begin to tell you all the different topics and discussions and webinars I have been planning for you guys to just share. But some of this stuff, because of the way that censorship is going on, they ain't gonna have this stuff on public platforms like that. So it's okay. I'm just gonna have to create my private platforms, which I prefer, because it allows me to protect my space, but it also allows me to interact more personally with some of you guys, and answer some of your questions a bit more effectively. We'll be having group calls. We'll be having book clubs. We have a book club. We have our first book called Dispelling Wettigo, which is really the bug in the mind of Neo in the Matrix, and how this really latches onto your subconscious mind and alters the perspective of your reality. This is the first book that we're actually working through, and we're starting our meeting tomorrow. So as I said, I'm just letting you guys know of some of the changes that are taking place. I will still be doing some videos on YouTube. It's just that I won't be putting a lot of my in-depth stuff on my YouTube. But it's okay. We're just gonna have to move at this shift right now. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some of you guys joining us. We've been having some very interesting discussions. People have been sharing some of their experiences as well. And there's also an offline platform that we also interact in with as well, just so that we can keep the conversation going. And any random questions that come up, we can just have a stream of conversation and whatever. So I'm so excited with all of these changes that are taking place. It's allowed me to just dig even deeper into myself. One of the things that you guys don't know is that back in June, I did experience a loss of twins. So I was going through a very intensive energetic shift, which needed to happen because it allowed me to sink deeper into myself, into my power, and really transmute myself on a different level. The type of healing that I'm experiencing right now is just unheard of in my own personal experience, because I know how long I've struggled to just deal with pain and deal with trauma. And now I'm in a space where I'm learning how to close that gap of trauma, to where, yeah, you can have your time to just grieve and get through and release and do whatever, purge whatever you need to do, but there is a time where you can actually find power in the experiences that you're experiencing, and learn how to transmute through that. You guys saw that I made an oil in the midst of that, my wounded healer oil, and that has been one of the most tremendous creations that I've ever created. And I've created a lot of oils, but um not only for myself, but also some of you guys purchased that, and especially it looks like I released that in the perfect time, because whilst these attacks have been going on, it's also been helping you guys to shield your mind as well, and really stay within that heart space, which is necessary right now. So I'm doing another ship of the Wounded Healer oil at the end of this month on the 29th. So if you guys can get in your orders by the 27th, and I know some of you guys have been putting in your orders already, I just need to know how many I need to do, because you guys are going in right now. So put in your orders by the 28th, and I'll have them packed out and shipped out by the 29th for you guys. But it's been helping a lot of people just to just stay down and stay grounded within their heart space. And whilst all of these crazy transitions are taking place right now, it's just amazing to remember that we have a choice to get swung with it, or just to actually ride this surfing wave, just surf the wave, like a Mexican wave, right? And we're learning just how to surf in this time. So yeah, so those are a few of my announcements. Like I said, I will be doing a video, but I just wanted to put this out there as quickly as possible. I may be doing more podcast stuff on my platform, just because it's easier to just get information out, and I don't need to worry about anything. So let me know if this works for you guys. If you like more podcasts, I might actually, in fact, I was looking to put some stuff on Spotify and Anchor and all the other podcast platforms, just so that you guys can have another avenue to where you can access information. And I'm actually leaning more towards podcasts and videos right now. So whatever works for you guys, I'm happy with. So yeah, so those are my announcements. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Keep subscribed. There will be still content on this channel. I'm just learning how to navigate this shift right now. Remember, you can hit up my website, www.trueselfproject.co.uk. I am still offering services in terms of astrological readings, intuitive services, and it's been intense over the last few weeks in particular, because I've been digging deeper into a lot of karmic stuff, and I'm learning how to. I'm seeing a lot of connections in regards to bloodlines and understanding bloodlines, ancestral bloodlines, or what connects with bloodlines, and really going deeper into these past life patterns that keep playing out, generational curses, and generational covenants that have been created. These are things that I'm really learning to discover within the chart. So that is under my karmic astrology blueprint service on my website. So again, you can head over to www.trueselfproject.co.uk. You can purchase the Wounded Healer oil there. You can also get my Face It book, the Shadow Work book. That's also on Amazon at the moment. I'm still waiting back for some new stock to come through so I can sell it directly on my website. But for now, you guys can actually still get it on Amazon at the moment. And that's another great book and resource that people have been giving me a lot of great feedback in terms of how it's been able to help them dig even deeper into themselves and asking questions that they never thought to ask themselves, right? So yeah, this is the biggest revolution taking place right now. Please believe. Please believe. You don't have to see it. Remember that they said the revolution will not be televised. And please believe this is an inner revolution. This is the biggest healing revolution that we're going through right now, where we're finally breaking all of these generational curses. Pluto and Scorpio generation, this is our time to finally do what we came here to do, which is break them, right? And completely just separate from this old order. And I will be doing some content. In fact, I'm thinking to actually do a webinar on Pluto and Scorpio generation, so that you can understand exactly where you sit, where you fit in this role, in this current transition that we're going through right now. There will be a lot more astrology webinars as well. I'm creating some series. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up. Now I finally got my Mac. You guys have, I've been struggling with this whole laptop situation for a little bit, and I finally have my Mac now, so I'm really excited, so I can finally get down and start doing some of the work that I wanted to do for a long time but was struggling to do because of logistics. Right. And I want to thank everyone who actually helped to donate to getting this as well, because you guys are just awesome. Whether it was through services, whether it was through donations, whether it was even just through watching a video, because finally I'm monetized, but Lord have mercy, even that's another story, because YouTube demonetized me a few months ago for no reason, and that was another reason why I just went silent, because I'm just like, what the hell is going on with my channel? I've just come on and YouTube's already on a madness, right? So this is another reason why I have to private off my platform and just do my thing separate, because they are literally limiting certain information to be public at this moment. And this is why it's also important for you guys to actually like videos. It's not just for us just to feel good about likes. It actually helps the algorithms, because these platforms are choosing particular content to raise to the front in terms of recommendations. But you guys, the more that you like videos, the more that you support videos and share it and whatever, comment as well, commenting, that really helps. It helps to boost the algorithms to actually push this type of content to the front, as opposed to some of the bullshit that's getting pushed on YouTube at the moment. So let's really get on board. It's the biggest revolution taking place right now. And yeah, it's just time to learn how to play your roles. So look out for new content. Look out for some of the content that's already on my Patreon, on the Inner Realms Academy. I'll link that below. So you guys can literally just click the link directly. And yeah, I will see you guys on the other side.